Hello, Nigerians. My name is Fadri Oluwadrai Joseph, aka Father Joe. I'm an actor, and I just want to talk about acting, actor, Netflix, most importantly, exiting Nigeria today. I've actually wanted to talk about this, long time ago, but I was just waiting for the right time to talk about it, and it was unfortunate that I didn't know that Netflix was going to shut down this fast. I saw it coming. I knew it was going to happen, and I didn't know what was going to happen this fast. Netflix came into Nigeria 6 years ago, and you want to believe that when it comes to Netflix, let's get something clear. When it comes to any American company, they are not in your country because they love you. Don't get it twisted. They are your country if they think they can make money. And at any point in time where the money ceases, they move once they're not making money. Well, if you are also a businessman, you are not making money. Are you going to continue doing a business in a country where you are not making money? No, you're going to leave. So, all of this is about money making. It's not about creating a class society, or just love Nigeria to be there. No. They see a market where they can make money, and they come to the market because Nigeria is the biggest, movie country in Africa, the biggest, Nollywood. And that is why they come to Nigeria and wanted to use Nigeria as a platform, not South Africa, because they know that Nollywood is bigger than whatever they have in South Africa, as far as Africa is concerned. So that was the reason for Netflix being in Nigeria. So it is very important to always understand business aspects of things of life, so that Nigerians don't take it twisted that Netflix came into our country and he went to some people's earth. He went to our head to think that we are on top of the world. It was unfortunate that since Netflix came into Nigeria, some Nigerian actors who was pretty much disappointed in because I felt that if you understand the reason why you are an actor, you are not an actor for Netflix. You are not an actor. Netflix is just an app. It's just people coming together, creating the app to make money. That's all. It's not a class society. But some Nigerian actors now created a class society where when you call them for a movie and it is a movie that will go to YouTube, they'll say, "Oh, sorry, I don't do YouTube movies." I was disappointed when I asked one or two, three of my directors to call some actors, and they say, "Oh no, they don't do YouTube movies anymore." And I was like, "What? That's very myopic. Who are you? You are an actor. So the platform where the movie is played should not be the reason why you're not going to be in a movie. It should be about the story. Does the story make sense? Is it a story I want to be affiliated with? Is it a story I like? Is it a brief story? Let's shoot it." And many of you became a face from playing in Hollywood, home video, YouTube, and all that. See, there is no difference between YouTube and Netflix. They are just making money differently. There is no difference between Netflix and YouTube. The difference is that they are making money differently. You are the one that are creating a class. Oh, my movie is on Netflix. It's not on YouTube. So you are better off. You're not. Your movie is on Netflix. It's an app. It will be played. Another person's movie is on YouTube. It will be played. People are going to watch it. Some other people is on Prime. It's gonna be played. The bottom line is that people watch the movies. So let's not get it twisted. And many Nigerians started getting it twisted, and they feel, "Oh, I want to shoot Netflix movie." Or I don't want to. I was like, okay, you are not shooting a Netflix movie. You are shooting a movie, and if you have if you meet criteria for it to go to Netflix, it will go. And if they don't want to accept it, they will accept it, or they won't accept it. So it has nothing to do with your act. Your act first is that you're an actor. You're making movie. You're making movie for society to watch. And some of you became a name from the home videos and the YouTube that you are now running away from doing. So I was pretty much disappointed when some, actors refuse to start acting in a movie that is going to YouTube. It's like, wow, it shows their level of maturity. And that is why I will also give kudos to some actors I don't want to mention name because if I start mentioning name now, you look as if maybe I'm being partial. But everything is out there for you, all Nigerians, to see. There are some actors, even when they are showing up on, Netflix, they still do home videos. They still, go to support actors who are doing movies for YouTube and other platforms. But there were few who refused to shoot anything if it's not going to Netflix. I'm disappointed in that. I'm sorry. And I'm still disappointed. So I'm not saying this. You know yourselves. They know themselves that they refuse to just go. And you can say it's your choice. It is your choice. But it is not a professional choice. You didn't make the choice because you care about your fans. You care about people who made you who you are. You only care about yourself. Me, I, and myself. And that is why our country is where it is today. Our country is messed up where it is today because every leader we have been having, when people have the opportunity, all they do is I, me, and myself. And nobody cares about the generality of the Nigerian people. That is why our country is where it is today. And our country will continue to be like that until we start having people who think that, okay, let me not think for me. Let me think, for everybody. Let me think for the people. The people that made me who I am. And that is why I'm as simple as anything. I don't carry name on my head. I can be anywhere. I can talk to anybody. I can pick anybody's phone if I want to pick your phone. Because why? Simplicity is the best thing in life. And that is what we lack in Africa. We create a class society. We both create classless society. And that is why we all run abroad. When we come abroad, which place do we go to and there is a class? There's no class. Wherever Mr. Trump, Donald Trump can go, you can go there. Wherever Barack Obama can go, I can go there. So there is no class society. This world creates a classless society. It's like this for you to survive. If you can survive, you can make it, that's fine. But in our country, in our nation, we create a class society where some people are on top and some are below. So those who are on top feel that, oh no, they are there, you can't come there. And that is why our country is where it is today. Nobody cares about the 200 million Nigerians who make them what they are. Your effort alone was not enough to make you what you are. Because that effort was appreciated by your fans. Those fans don't care whether the movie is put on Netflix or YouTube or Prime or anywhere. They just want to see you act. So if they want to see you act, and all you can do is that, I'm not going to feature in the movie because it's going to YouTube or other channels and not Netflix, I'm disappointed. You should be disappointed in yourself too. And I hope that some of you will learn from this Netflix exit out of Nigeria. Because now that Netflix is out of Nigeria, to submit movies on Netflix USA, it's not going to be as simple as ABC. It was easier to submit to Nigerian Netflix because they want content of Africa. But when it comes to Netflix USA, now, fewer content of Africa they're going to accept, unlike before. So right now, what are some of you going to do? Refuse to do the movies for other channels, YouTube, Prime and all that? No. If you refuse to, then you're probably going to be out of the industry. You will find yourself retiring yourself when it's not time for you to retire. Just because of your choice. Wrong choice. Because you feel you're there and where I am today now. So I saw that Netflix was going to close up because of Nigerian economy. The economy was getting bad. I see people putting their movies on Netflix and say, in 1 week, 200 million views, 300 million views. I just laughed. Do you know why? Because you're all lying to Nigerian people. The whole population of Nigeria is 220 million. And out of those 220 million, only 20 million is only those that goes to cinema and watch movies. The remaining 200 are in abject poverty. They can't even afford to buy a cinema ticket. They can't even afford a 3 square meal, much less of talking about going to cinema to watch a movie. So when you all release movie and say you have 100 million views, 200 million views, 300 million views, I want it to happen. I want you to have those views. But you all know that those views aren't there. They were just making up stories to deceive, the populace that you were making all those millions of views. They're not there. 220 million people cannot watch 300 million. It's not possible. Views. 220 million people cannot talk to 500 million views. It's impossible. So, but that is that. And I hope that, Nigerian populace too can also look into that and say, okay, that's true. If you're just 100 million, could somebody bring a movie out and say 500 million views? Seen it in less than a week or two. So I understand that is marketing bad, but is Netflix itself making money? No. So that is where the problem is. Because they didn't come to your country because they love your country. They come to your country because they want to make money. It's a business. So don't get it twisted. It is a business. They want to make money. So at the point where they realize that they are not making enough, it is time to leave. And that's why they're leaving. Leaving without owing anybody any explanation. Yeah, it's a private company. Once the atmosphere is not conducive in your country, they leave. And when they leave, it's harder for you to now get your content to them because now they are far away. But when they were with you, what did you do to solidify their being there? What did you do to make even the local movie industry bigger and stronger? Some of you did nothing. Kudos to the Tampan president who has been doing a lot of good jobs, putting Tampan all around the globe. So kudos to him, and kudos to few artists who have been on Netflix, on YouTube. They're doing everything. They're not just because they know that I am an actor. So it is not by where the movie will be played, but where I am needed, where my fans want to see me. It's not going to be shown on TV anyway. The Netflix is on TV. YouTube is on TV. The difference, like I said, between the two is that, it's owned by Americans and one gives you money more than one. That's all. That's the difference. There is no difference about YouTube, Netflix. The difference is just in the money making. That is what some of you refuse to understand, that the difference between Netflix, YouTube, and all, it's just in the money making. These people are making money. It's not about what you are acting. It's not about what you're acting. What you're acting it for your community, for your, continent of Africa and your African people. So can they make money from it? Yes. If they can make money, they will come and do business. And they did the business to a point where they see that what they are making is not enough to be in Africa. And that is why they are leaving. It's unfortunate. That is what we find ourselves. That is the country we find ourselves where things are not working. And now, somebody will come out to say tomorrow and say, Mr. President is going abroad to win investors into a country that doesn't have an economy, doesn't have a policy, doesn't have basics to make a business come to strive. No. A country where things are so hard, it is hard. People are trying to survive. So there's no business that can prosper in a country where nothing is working until we change leadership in our country. Nothing is working. Until we move from our generation of leaders. Everyone who has been in government before cannot run our country. We need new blood, new generation to pick up our country and run it better than what we have right now. Until we get there, we're going to be a country running out of our country every blessed day. So it's unfortunate that we have Netflix leaving our country. How many businesses have left? And now that Netflix is leaving, do you know how much money we're losing? How much of our youth also are going to be on the street with no job? Because all of those Netflix movies shot in Nigeria, it's a lot of money. Everybody get paid. Gaffers, cameraman, this, that, crew, they all get paid. And they're living and surviving on it. But now that a whole big industry like that is living and existing in Nigeria, how many people get back to unemployment market that we have in our country? It is so sad that is what we have. But it is what it is until we get it right in our nation, until we put things together and make things right. So now, let us go back and put ourselves together. If we can even create a platform, we can come together and create a platform that's big and supports our own. That's another problem we have. We don't support our own. We can support everything we do. We support them. People watch Netflix like a normal regular, in the USA like a normal regular channel. We're not country because they have other stuff. They have Netflix, they have Hulu, they have Prime, they have it's a lot of them. I can't even be mentioning. But we are the one that carry Netflix and make it like a world class. No, just regular app. There are tens of apps here that you can watch movies from too. So let us stop all this class society that we create in our country. Let's stop it. Let's start coming to. Some of you also come abroad now. You come abroad. Some of us who are actors, you come abroad. You go around and you see that it's a classless society. So live our lives and our country as a classless country and start removing this class we create. Until then, we're going to make headways in our nation. Until then, also, our movie industry will grow better and better than the way it is now. Let us all support it. Let us all support it. Let's support the upcoming actor. Let's support the writing actor. And those who are there too, do your best. Because as you are making money from it too, you are contributing your quota to the economy of your country and to the life of your people, your fans who are watching all around the world. My name is Father Joe, F-A-D-O to the J-O-E, or by Lukan Nubuku, one of Texas. Yes, the future. Thank you. And I hope that we'll learn a lesson from a Netflix exiting before another one will come to an exit. Let's learn a lesson from it. If we do, thank you.